Good morning. It is 6:38 a.m. on Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021, Groundhog Day. My name is Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Gosh, Groundhog Day makes me think about Groundhog Day, like the movie, which is one of my favorite movies, and I feel like, you know, in case you are someone who hasn't watched it in a long time and you kind of just think of it as like, oh, isn't that just a silly Bill Murray comedy? Is like, what's the big deal? And it's just like, well, other than being very funny and touching, it's just got a really kind of cool philosophy to it, and it's just like meaningful, and it's about, what do you do with your life? What do you spend time on? Like, you don't always get the things that you want, but what do you do instead? Instead of, it's really good. I wasn't actually planning to talk about Groundhog Day. It just occurred to me when I realized that today is Groundhog Day. If the groundhog looked out the window at my house right now, he would see a bunch of snow. Kind of turning to rain. It snowed pretty hard all day yesterday, but today it's kind of turning to rain, and it's not really cold enough to stick around too much. So today should be kind of back to a more normal routine, I think, unless it develops more in the afternoon. But yeah, yesterday was pretty. It was snowing pretty hard, and we had some of those really big flake clusters, that actually fall slower because they're just, they've formed a whole little tumbleweed of snowflakes. It's quite pretty. And Rocket loves the snow. We definitely bounced around out there quite a bit yesterday. And then today I woke up just feeling very vaguely like headachy for some reason. So I don't know what that's about. I took some Advil. Hopefully that'll help. I don't know if there's I have a vague sense that some people say that changes in barometric pressure with weather patterns can sometimes trigger headaches for people. So I don't know if it's that. I definitely know that I would like to go back to bed right now, but got stuff to do. Tonight, of course, is more So Many Levels. I'm excited. I've got some secret plans in the works. And tonight's episode probably won't be the reveal of those secret plans, but I have to lay the groundwork. It's good stuff. Really enjoying that campaign. I was briefly listening to a podcast before, while I was taking Rocket outside this morning and before I sat down to record here, where they brought up the Bill of Rights. Whoops, bumping the desk. The Bill of Rights, and the two hosts were talking about, can you actually remember to name all of the Bill of Rights? And I realized, to my embarrassment, that I definitely could not. The first 5 are pretty straightforward, and I was able to remember those pretty well, which is, of course, the first one, speech, freedom, freedom of speech, religion, assembly, press, and to petition the government, essentially. Second Amendment is, of course, about having a well-regulated militia, nothing hard to interpret there. Third Amendment would be, we can't make you let our military stay at your house. Fourth Amendment is unreasonable search and seizure is not allowed. Fifth Amendment, you don't have to incriminate yourself. But, 6 through 10, I was like, oh gosh, I don't think I could, I'm not sure I could name those even if you gave me some time. In case, so perhaps as just a little challenge to you, you could pause this right now and take a moment to see if you can remember them. But just in case you don't feel like that or are lazy as lazy as I was, I looked them up. So Amendment 6 is about getting a speedy and public trial with a jury. 7 is that well, that's kind of also about trial by jury. Um, and then 8 is about bail and no cruel or unusual punishment. 9 is that you can't use these rights to deny rights for other people. So, like, I guess it would be the sort of the right of my right to swing my fist does not extend to your face. That sort of thing, but also in the sense of you can't just like pick and choose who gets these rights and who doesn't. You can't decide. Well, I know it says freedom of speech, but they didn't mean for everybody, right? Like that's not allowed. And then 10th Amendment is like anything that we don't specifically say that the U.S. can, the federal government can do is retained by the. It specifically says are reserved to the states respectively or to the people, and I can't help but think like, but which one though? To the states or to the people? But like, who decides that? Which one? I don't know. Probably, if I were a constitutional scholar, I would be aware that there are people who actually have talked about those things. Anyway, I've got to finish getting ready for work, so I'm going to leave it there. But I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. And in the meantime, you can try to see if you can name all 10 commandments. All right, bye.